Okay friends, so let's start together by installing Mautic on our second VPS server. I will open my notepad and let's get now this subdomain to connect to my Mautic VPS server. Open PuTTY. As we did before, just connect to the server to start the installation. Yes. And let's now connect. I will say root. Enter the password. And here we are. Let's clear the screen and let's start the installation. By the way, all the comments, everything mentioned in this video is attached to this lecture. So you need only to copy and paste the comments. Just follow up with me and see how things is simple. The first thing we are going to do is to install Apache server. This allows you to host websites. It's a software, Apache web server. Simply run firstly command to update our system. Let's wait a little bit. Now simply let's install Apache. Sudo apt install Apache 2. Enter. Say Y for yes, do you want to continue? And let's wait for the installation to complete. So simple, just copy and paste the commands. Very nice. Now let's restart Apache service and enable it. Simply copy this first command and say stop Apache service. Then in the same way, let's start it again. And I will enable it so it will run automatically when the server boots. Very nice. Let's clear the screen. And now let's test if Apache is working. I will open my web browser and simply open this link, Mautic. Let's get the browser here and open the Mautic subdomain. And you can see Apache is installed. Very nice. So now Apache is configured. We are ready now to install the MySQL database that will handle the data of our Mautic installation. Let's close this browser now, minimize it, and let's now run the MySQL installation. For this setup, I will be using MySQL MariaDB, which is the updated version, and I will use it with Mautic. So simply, let's run this command to install it. Say Y, and let's wait a little bit. Very nice, installation finished. In the same way, I will stop the service and restart it. Stop MySQL service. Then start it again and enable it on boot. So simple. As I told you, refer to the attached link. Everything explained step by step. Just copy and paste the commands. Now we need to run the MySQL configuration to set the passwords and so on. So run this command. MySQL secure installation. Open it. It will tell you to enter a root password for your database system. I will enter my password. Say Y to change the root password and enter password. Very nice. Remove anonymous users. Yes. Say yes. Disallow root login remotely. Yes. To protect the server. Remove test database. Yes, we don't need this. Reload privileges. Say yes. So simple. So now database system is installed. To test it, just run this command to log into the MySQL database, enter the root password that you configured in a little bit, and here we are inside MariaDB SQL system. Let's type exit, and now we need to install PHP. Let's clear the screen and run the PHP installation. I will add some repositories to install PHP. Say Y. So simple, I think. Just copy and paste and follow up. If you have any doubt, you need anything, I will be here anytime to help you. Run the second command. So simple. Now let's update the system again before we install PHP. Very nice. Now we can run the PHP installation. Just copy and paste and install PHP with related modules and enter. say Y. Let's wait a little bit. And awesome, PHP is installed. Now we need to edit the PHP configuration. For that, I will be using an application called WinSCP. It's a free tool, allows you to connect to your server and manage your files remotely. It's very important to use this application. It will make things really so simple instead of using the command line. So just download and install this tool and then run it. It's so simple. WinSCP, open it. You can see here we are. I will connect to my server again using the same credentials. Just say root and enter your password and connect. Say yes. And now let's go up. We need to edit the PHP configuration file. It will be in the etc directory folder here. Then PHP, where's PHP? PHP 7.1, and Apache, then php.ini file. This is the configuration file, just edit it. And now just follow up with me. The first thing, I will search for file uploads and ensure it is on, so we can enable file uploads on our system. The second thing is to allow URL fopen. Just search for this also and check if it's open or not. By default they are open, but just ensure they are on. Then search for short open tag. In this way you can see it's off. Let's make it on now. Then we need to edit the memory limit. Search for memory underscore limit. This may be down. Fine, next. Here we are, and let's make it 256 megabytes. You can increase this if you want. If your server needs more memory, it's up to you, but 256 is fine. Then we need to edit the upload max file size. It's 2 megabytes by default. I will make it like 100 megabytes. And then I will increase the maximum execution time for my server. Where it is, I will make it like 360. And the time zone, search for time zone, where it is, down maybe. Here we are, time zone, uncomment this and enter your time zone. Like I will set it to America, New York, and simply now save this file. Let's close this. It's saving. Let's wait a little bit. Very nice. Close it. Minimize this. And now we need to restart Apache to update the configuration. So simply restart Apache service. Very nice. Now the last step before we run the Mautic installation is to create a database for Mautic. So let's clear the screen and start by creating a database. Simply log into MySQL server again on MariaDB. Using this command, enter the password, the root password, and let's create a database. Simply run this command, create database Mautic. So our database name is Mautic. You can name it whatever you want, but I'm trying to make it somehow simple. Then we need to create a user to access this database. So simply run this command, create user. I will name it Mautic, and this is my password for now for my database. Whatever password you want, enter it here, try to make it somehow secure, and click enter. Very nice. Now we have a user. We need to grant him full permission on the Mautic database. How to do this? Simply run this command, grant all on database Mautic to this user identified by the password. Let's enter the password here. This is the template from my website. Okay, I will say Mautic underscore 7821, whatever. Enter, and very nice. The last thing is to flush privileges so we can apply them. Enter, and here we are. Let's exit our database system. So now we have a database Everything is prepared. We can now install Mautic on our server. Now to install Mautic, we need to get it from the Get repository. So I will install curl and get, and let's run this, say Y. So I installed curl. Let's now install the composer. Very nice. Now we can download and install Mautic. I will change the directory, run this command cd or change directory to var www.html. This is the default directory where you will host your website, where the Mautic files will be in. So change directory. Now I am inside the HTML folder. Simply run this command to get Mautic. Get a Mautic clone and download here. Let's wait a little bit. You see it's only copying and pasting. Let's now change directory into Mautic, where we got the installation files, and let's run the install. Just say sudo composer install. Very nice. Let's wait now for the Mautic installation to finish. I'll be back with you in minutes. And great, Mautic is installed. Now the last step we need to do is to configure Apache to run Mautic under your host name, under your domain name. But before this, we need just to give some permissions on the directories. So run this command, this one, to give permissions on the Mautic folder, and the second command to give 755 permissions. So simple. Here we are. Let's clear this. And now let's go back to WinSCP to configure Apache. Just go here to, let's go back to etc directory and let's open Apache. Where is Apache? Here it is. Then go to sites available. You see the default configuration here. I will create a new file. I will call it mautic.conf and click OK. And now paste the configuration that you can see in my attached link. Just change the admin email, the server name, and the server alias. So simple. Now click on save. Very nice. We configured Mautic. Now we need to restart Apache. So to get and update the configuration, let's enable firstly the Mautic configuration. Enable it in Apache. And now let's rewrite. And then restore the Apache service. So simple. We are almost done. Let's test now. I will open Google Chrome or any web browser and navigate to mauticxmailing.me. Open this link. And awesome. You can see we are in the Mautic installation. We finished all the hard stuff, the copy and paste stuff. Very nice. We are inside the installation. You can see some recommendation. It tells you to add the IMAP extension. This is usually used for the bounce handling servers and so on. And it tells you also to configure SSL. So let's go and enable the IMAP extension before we continue. Simply go again to PuTTY and run this simple command. Install PHP IMAP. Say Y to install. So simple. Let's now restart Apache. Minimize this and let's refresh our page. You can see now the IMAP warning is gone. We still have only the SSL. We will fix this later. No worries. Click next step. And tell you to attach your database, to connect your database. What was our database name? It's Mautic. Username, it's Mautic. Also, so simple. And the database name, a password, sorry. It was Mautic 2021. Very nice. Click now next step. It will verify your details. Let's wait a little bit. Great. So everything is awesome till now. It will tell you now to enter username. I will say admin. Enter the admin password you want. My first name, my last name, and my email address. Enter your details and click on next. And here we are. It will tell you now to configure the mailing options and so on. I will keep the defaults now. I will configure this later. Next step. And awesome. Here we are in the login screen. I will log in to Mautic. And here we are. This is the Mautic dashboard. Congratulations, Mautic is installed and we are ready to continue our course. Please feel free to contact me anytime if you face any problem in the installation.